Right, this it does take a couple of seconds to, you know, warm up. Right, there we are. We are sending data. Unfortunately, I can't display this on the TV right now because Gareth's left the control out of my reach. State. Yes, he has just lobbed it across the room at me. Well, across the sofa. So, right, anyway, there we are. Here we are. The Empire... Whoops! The Empire of England is in the wrong place and is currently just a tiny bit terrifying after yesterday's efforts. Mysteriously, our threat... Oh, our threat is not 100%! My god! Our threat is not currently 100%.
Claire, you're not wrong.
I'm going to unpause and see if anyone is stupid enough to leave a defensive pact. Okay, that's probably because I've got a truce with him. Anyone who hasn't got a truce with me is stupid enough to leave the defensive pact. Right, someone tedious has declared a pedant revolt again. Let's go into the defensive pact for you. I suspect that there is literally nothing to be seen here that is going to work out well for me. Right. Okay, who can I attack that I haven't...
Oh yes,
got a truce with.
Having just listened to the beginning of the stream, I think it effectively starts at the point when you click the button, even if it sounds like it's still trying to sort itself out.
Okay. Well, looks like it's trying to sort itself out. Fair enough.
I mean,
so,
you may probably want to leave a gap there, but anyway.
Timberites, do I have a truce with you? Yes, I have a truce with you. Okay, right, that's... Well, okay, let's just assume everyone is in a defensive pact against me. Because they are. And I'm pretty sure I have a truce with the Mongol Empire, which I do. So, you guys, who are you guys? Do I have any good claims against you? Well, okay, I've got traditional holy war. What about Sind? So holy war 4. Some bit of it I can't even work out what it is. Fine, okay. But Kashmir I'm going to have a treaty with because they're the lot I went to war with last time. What about you? Have I got any good? So I've got a couple of holy wars. 4 random bits. Zoom in a bit. Let's just control click. Do I have anyone really good nearby? What about Ely? Okay, apparently I have a truce with you. Fine. Right. Let's go for that. Actually, let's dismiss you. And re-raise you there. And stick you in there. And let's go and find where this bloody peasant revolt is and tell them to stop. Is that really all we can get from Kumania? Fine, we'll send Arl in instead. Right, so we just have the small problem that they've called all their mates in, but that's fine. We know what to do about this now. It's not like we haven't got the hang of this. Right, okay, that's going to be a bit of a pain. So, Mr. Bond, let's go for the officially approved method of dealing with these things, which is to go... Fuck it. Right. Where do you think we've got? Right, so let's make a new unit. You guys get to go to India. I'm sure you're going to find this terribly exciting. Right, so Meath, you say. I say Swabia and Hockmeister. Right, okay.
Hello. What's Arl doing in Scotland? That's confusing.
That's because the Despot of Arl holds two titles, Arl and Scotland.
So actually, they don't know that Arl from their album.
Well, more or less, yes. They used to have more, but Arl is the primary holding for reasons.
In general, anyone who's an ex-Arc, this probably doesn't apply to Arl, will tend to have as their primary holding the alphabetically earliest one because Verity assigns them in alphabetical order.
It's true.
Because the game presents them in alphabetical order.
From Elba.
Alba.
Okay, fair enough. I thought it was Elba. I was thinking, I think I did an Isles from Alba thing a while ago. And then it was an Elba thing as well.
I think you said you didn't know your Us from Alba.
Maybe it was that? I don't remember. Oh, right from Elba. So something anyway, yes. It was a long time ago, and you've got more memory than me, because I've got no memory at all.
Who said that?
What?
Who said that?
Who said that? I think it was Humphrey. What?
Well, I'm playing CK2 in sympathy. Solidarity, whatever.
Solidarity. I think.
Possibly. My game had less going on. Well, quite complicated, but it's not like eventful.
Pop. No, that's not.
Right. Lollards, bloody Lollards. Look. Excuse me.
What the hell are you doing, my dear son?
I just need to go and raise literally anyone.
Well,
Not you. You should not be in charge of that army. Because you'll get there too quickly. Right, anyway. So, back over to this side of the map. Where stuff should actually be happening. Unfortunately, in space travel, all the numbers are awful. And the distance is very big.
You're not trying to get Alpha Centauri in this game.
It just feels like it. Right, you've arrived in Alicia. Let's glue you together and send you over there to make my sister unhappy. Let's glue you lot together and send you over there to make the rebels unhappy, because they're a bunch of useless states that haven't worked out now that trying to revolt against the English Empire doesn't go well, particularly when you're a peasant revolt or a religious revolt with like no people in it.
Surely the strategic concept of presence revolt is what you lack in heavy weaponry, you make up for in sheer numbers.
Yes, but they have one small fundamental problem with this.
which is that the Empire of England controls all the numbers.
Yes. Like, I have 400,000 troops at my command.
A lot of them are a long way from whichever particular peasant.
But they're not that far away from any particular peasant, as such. So, you know, you've arrived there and are doing your thing. Okay. Right, so you've arrived there. Come on, get over there and fight those bloody pedants. Fine. Let's swap you out for Christopher the Speedboot. Okay, let's just leave them kicking around in Ireland. Right, let's try some pleasures. Vendôme. What are you not doing? So, zoom out a bit.
Must be partly at you, it's complicated crossover.
I think he's got a ring he doesn't like.
The
The
ring
Fatler
from-
gear, left hand, with RF plus, RN plus, MR plus, strum minus 3.
Sorry.
Oh,
Claire says, oh mum.
yes.
Strum minus 3.
The strum minus 3 is not good.
Even I can guess that.
Okay, it appears that absolutely everyone is coming to the defence of this nearby realm that's being invaded, being attacked by the Muslims from across the sea.
Well,
my war contribution with my 200 troops. But it's important to me to keep that realm independent because I'll get it eventually. That one I'm confident of getting. There's another one which rather depends on the order in which people die, and I'm not sure whether to intervene.
Release the peace otter. Right, okay, let's split you in two. Half of you go over there. And half of you go over there. Right. Let's disband you. Wander over here. Discover I can't disband you for a moment anyway. So let's send you over there. Let's put Egbert in charge. Oh dear, something's happened too. Oops, let's put someone in charge of that. Me. Damn it, my good steward has gone missing. Right. Get researching steward number 2. You can be disbanded. Somewhere over here. Zoom out of it so I can actually see where we are. Okay.
Nice.
So
I found a football forum talking about Arras FC, and someone replied, "Is that the place that Napoleon had difficulty distinguishing from his elbow?"
So, my Mr. Cross wants to marry my random half sister. Yeah, okay. I like that. That works for me. We've arrived there and are fighting the Byzantine Empire because they love us so much. Okay, fine. We're going to go over there. I'm going to get Christopher so they can't run away. Right, you've arrived over there and are fighting over there. Good. Right. I'm working on it, guys. I am working on my holdings being under siege. Right, you've arrived here. And you are besieging near 6.5 fort, which is what we want you to do. Although 6.5 forts are still annoying. I'd just like to point that out. Not quite as annoying as more fortified forts, but still quite annoying enough. Also, smallpox. The problem is it now practically guarantees that somewhere in my empire there is some deadly disease going around because my empire is so bloody huge. Right there. And they're doing that fighting thing. Okay, that's all good. And right, so they're wandering around, and now we're besieging somewhere random. You've arrived there and are fighting. What army down? I go and find? Okay. Apparently you've got a holding there. Fine, I'll go and fix that eventually, I guess.
Yes, Garyphallia, you might possibly have thought about what was going to happen when you did that. At this distance, I know to read that Bravo box title, Battle of Daybreak. That seems to be a bit short.
Where was this?
The Battle of something.
Okay, it's not on the now.
No.
Well, just going to go quite quickly. She's got a copy of the screen much closer, doesn't strain to read.
Yes. Right, well, let's zip back over there so you can't besiege anything. Just zigzag back and forth across Ireland, it'll be fine. So right. Okay. So, of course it's a 6.5 fort. Everything is a 6.5 fort. Right. Let's get you going back over there. I've got a new Serene Doge. Wow, this one likes me.
Hey!
Quite confused about why, but you know. Ah, he likes kind, brave, gregarious, and he's content. Right, okay, content gets me plus 25. So hooray for content people.
Yes, they make great vassals.
Yep. Which is great for my economy. It is fantastic. Right. Okay, they're still wandering around. We can maybe settle in for a little bit of sieging. Okay. Well, hopefully that's going to work out. Okay, yeah, I think that's going to be okay.
50 pages.
Probably. It's a lot of pages.
I know.
So they write really big.
Fairly big. True.
Surrey's converted to Catholicism again. Okay, that's going really badly. You get to join in. Let's put some good people in there. Hooray, we've actually won a goddamn siege. That's given us positive war score. Ooh, and some of my truces are coming due, so I can go to war with the Kaiser and my sister and that guy that's still got that stupid one county left. So you ended up there. You had better get your ass back in there. Come on. Ask required. You can sit there. You go over there. And we can go, well, this is probably not the world's best battle.
What? The most improved asset.
Well, I don't think it's that either. That's probably the problem. Oh look, there's a Lollard revolt. Actually, let's disband you because I probably need you in France for the stupid Lollard revolt. Right. Go and make trouble for the Lollards. My sister and my son. No! Stop trying to cause, like, hideous problems for the dynasty. You daft stoat. I'm trying my best not to let my dynasty become the Habsburgs. Right, so... I only got minus 5% in battle score. That's not exactly what I wanted, though. As such. Right. So, anyway, right. That's going quite badly, but everything else is going a bit better. So, the fact that India is not doing anything remotely useful is going to be less of a problem. Find the cables. Right, let's zoom in and find out where they're actually going. You are going to Genoa, which is that way. Right. Right, so he started that going in the right direction. Sort that. Okay, you've gone off to Eboya, fine, we can trek across, Greece, it'll be fine. 6% more score. So you're besieging a 7.5 fort. Excellent. Right, get your siege on. Okay. And we finished constructing stage 3 of the Grand Harbour of Pisa. It's nice. Right. We've attacked in Thebes and in Vendôme. Excellent. Right, this is all going okay. Alright, let's right, you get to go over there. Right. Let's go over there and bug you in case you try and, like, attack me or something. So that's nearly it. That is over. Right. Release the relevant otter. And dismiss that army. Find out where the hell this place is. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I've got troops coming in from over there. That's going to be fine. So, the kerning is distinctly hilarious in this. Oh yeah, hang on. Since my guy has got some stuff, let's get him fabricating claims somewhere else. Right.
Fair enough, I do think they've made life difficult for criminals living in every possible way.
Yes, I mean, I think if you're in the terrain view, it tries to wrap this stuff around the terrain in a hilarious fashion. So you have done the thing. Apparently we're not leading that siege. Right, well, fine. I'm going to wander over there to where I will be leading the siege. Sonkin claim on Yatenga. Okay. I'm never going to be able to get primogeniture at this rate. Well, you've arrived there and are fighting someone. That's all good. Let's just check. Right, yeah, okay. these. English army arrive in Wow, excellent. You're besieging something. That's just what we want. The revolving door bishops are at it again. So you are there.
Not sure I can get that proposal
I think my official position on that is meh. Okay, you've arrived there. Send you over there where you might fight someone. You've arrived there and besieging a 6.5 fort. Brilliant. Yeah.
One false move, your army gets back into the corner and
Ceases to exist.
Ah,
Yeah, okay. Right, okay.
ah.
Let me send you somewhere you can besiege something. Right. I've heard of these things called non-aggression pacts.
They're not really very useful at your scale.
No, I mean, other people have non-aggression pacts. I have aggression pacts, where my pact is that I will be very aggressive with everybody.
You don't really need a pack for that. You do it whether or not you
This is certainly the case.
In my game, I am busy building a web of alliances among the tiny Christian nations of East Africa.
just because you're playing a wizard while they're playing a combat warmat.
More or less. Also, at least my ability to actually win wars appears to be pretty terrible. So, unfortunately, the one territory that I've been hoping to inherit by having married into it carefully has now been lost to the infidel.
Well, that's Curtis.
Yeah.
Right, a famous herald.
Well, no.
Let's-
Because it turns out the AI is terrible at winning wars as well.
That's unfair. I shouldn't call it careless. To lose one nation may be regarded as a misfortune.
I mean, I briefly, in one of my previous games, I briefly lost an entire empire. Well, when I was playing, first of all, when I was playing as Charlemagne, I briefly had the empire, then I lost the empire, and I got the empire back again. Then I lost the Holy Roman Empire, and got the Empire of Poland eventually, via a brief stint in Swabia and a Stoat. We have a town enemy where? Oh right, yeah, there. Fine. Let's whisk you not along in the wake to, sort that out. Right, okay. Let's get you proselytising somewhere. There's bound to be somewhere near here you can proselytise. Da-da-da-da. Doof, doof, doof. Siege's still boring. Ooh, that looks like a peace altar. I win, piety, 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 vassalize lords of region. Yes, go on. I accept. Dismiss. So, Mr. Bond. Now comes the exercise called Can we even slightly find our troops that we have scattered around across the Empire? To which, of course, the answer is quite frequently, no, I have no idea where most of the buggers are. Whoa, get back into friendly territory. No, cancel, get back into friendly territory. Let's dismiss you.
Daft website of the day was a website QA tester who said, my business model is I will get stoned and then test your website. Because if a stoned person can use it, anyone can use it.
That's not too far different from the man getting his mum or nan to do, is it?
Well, that's kind of mean because,
Well, he gets paid, and his mum now never gets paid. And if she can make it work, it's clearly a good website. The problem is that the more work she does, of course, the less useful she is at it.
yes.
That may even be true with the guy who gets stoned. I mean, who knows? That can get...
I will refuse to read the instructions and give it a go. To find out what you need to make more obvious, those of us that read the instructions.
So I think it is just those guys in Byzantium who should be. Right, let's dismiss you. Right, yes, okay. Okay. A mere 380,000 troops. Everything is 0. Right, okay. So, Mr. Bond. It's time to go to war with some people. Like my sister, who is part of the defensive pact. 8 million people can claim Britannia, and this does not help as such.
Because what you mostly want is not to have Britannia, but to squish it down to the point where it has no holdings. Leave it in existence in somebody else's possession.
Right. Let's claim Munster. Right, let's find the guy that's going to claim Munster and grant him a landed title, which is going to be a county. Are there any wrong types of county in my domain? Right, you get the county and some lower vassals. Nip into this view just in case either. Right. So you're in the same defensive pact, so I think that means I can't currently declare war on you. Sit back to realm view and zoom out. Task. Can I declare war on you? No, because right, all the defensive pacts are activated. And everyone's in defensive pact. I think. Let's just double check that.
And they've packed up their trolleys.
Right, well, okay, let's go find Munster then. Just creating new vassals for everything to deal with my vassal limit problem. Eventually I might, like run out of something. Right, so now I'm down to a mere demean 2 big problem. So let's go and find my most unhappy vassals. Well, my biggest and most unhappy vassals. Genovian Revolt does not like me, but that's fine, he's revolt leader and I don't care. Despot of Wales is just generally a bit bloody miserable. Right, let's grant you a random landed title.
Right. Smooth.
That you honour the Friday.
Yes.
Ditto
What
you.
Are you deliberately trying to arrange that your vassals end up in wars with each other?
Well, it also distracts them from me, but also, I need to do something to cheer people up.
Yes, I think so.
Today's the 7th, yes.
Yes, today's the 7th.
I have a dentist appointment coming up, and you might be scared of me after that, but I think it's not till the week after.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Well,
if I'm wrong, I'll let you know. Good night.
Bye-bye.
Good night. Right, okay, we're now back under the vassal limit. So, Mr. Bond, you say, I say, it's time to go to war with my sister. yeah. What are we besieging there? Apparently we're besieging a trade post, but that's where we have to go to. Oh my god, I can afford some more technology. Ooh, tricky castle infrastructure. Come on, let's get some more castle infrastructure. It's top of the list. So what can I build? I can build castle town and more stuff. Well, let's build the castle town. No. So anyway, about this siege then. No, it's a bloody 6.5 fort, of course it is. You're a 6.5 fort. You're a 5.5 fort. Oh my god, the excitement just never starts. Okay, well, whatever. My goal is just to besiege things as fast as I can in Ireland, really.
Before everyone else arrives.
Pretty much. Before everyone else takes too much off my holdings. Right, that's big enough to assault now. And then I'm going to go after the Holy Roman Empire once this war's over. Maybe not tonight, but I'll see. Oh dear, I've inherited a barony. Well... We have won the siege of Waterford. We are now winning the siege of Cashel. You're sitting around, nothing harmful is happening to you at the moment. That's all okay. To arrive there. What are you besieging there? Ooh, 5.5 fort. Brilliant. Oh, shut up about our holding in thingy. Oh, new commander, you say? New commander. Well, you've got slightly less thing, but you're a brilliant strategist, and you're my first desert expert. I've been sending people to fight in deserts for bloody ever. And finally, one of my vassals has turned up with the ability to, like, you know, do deserts. So obviously this probably means promptly we're going to go to war in Central Europe for the next couple of weeks. another order to give you a quick kicking. And then let's contemplate some more besieging. Oh, go away, useless bishops. No, no, you stay. You stay where you are and stop that holding. You go off over there. You sort my holding. Right. Yeah, peace water. Lose 100 prestige, gain Duchy of Munster. Yeah. Okay.
Well, the Empire of Britannia is definitely getting smaller.
It's true. As per usual, we have this small problem called I wonder where all my troops are, as I raised them to deal with various bits. I think I only raised a couple. I think I raised some near Italy. Right. You... Yeah, you're in my territory. It's hard to tell my territory from the Holy Roman Empire territory, which is... No, right.
Well, if you go back up to top level Rome, then yours will be pink.
It's true. Right, so 17,000. So somewhere there's another 6,000 troops. Any guesses as to where I'd have raised 6,000 troops? Oh yeah, there was some in Germany, weren't they? Right, yes, I remember. There we are. Dismiss you lot. You've arrived in Epirus. We can disband you. So, right. No new kingdoms to be created. Obviously, everyone in the universe is in the defensive pack. Right, let's, however, go to war with the Holy Roman Emperor, partly because he's quite old, and this gives me the chance to go to war hopefully quite soon with his successor. So we can claim Franche-Comté. Okay, that has some merit. But obviously what has even more merit is being able to claim
Don't the AOA is going to use this war as well because it's a state. When you are defending against a war whose target is your single county, don't leave your single county undefended.
You'd think that.
Because then the enemy will march in and besiege it. They won't even need to bring many troops if all your troops are over in the enemy's territory.
It's true.
I appear to be the only member of the Alliance who has worked this out, but I've only got 1,000 troops, which is not going to be enough.
So somewhere up here was Franche-Comté, because I can't get the bloody county that's got the great work in it. Right, you go to Perigord. You get a title. You get the county of Hormuz. You'll be delighted to hear. Right. You've called everyone and their pet hamster into this war. Especially, and this is important, the hamster. Right, so somewhere in there. Right, so. Right. So we have a holding there. Right. As per usual, India is a problem, but that's fine. I am effectively now more or less going to be able to do blitzkrieg on the Holy Roman Empire, which should sound terrifying, but I suspect it's a lot less terrifying than what I did last time with the Mongol Empire. Right, what is this holding I am besieging? Of course it is a 7.5 fort. It's always a 7.5 fort. It's never a penguin. Right. You have arrived in Belliard. That is not a problem. You're besieging a 6.5 fort. The excitement just never starts. Right, you've arrived in Sundgau. You have a limit.
That's not helpful.
Right, let's split your hand.
So I would have been offer on something. I sent a counter but got the amount wrong, so I retracted the counter because I had the amount wrong, and now it's deleted the fact that they offered me at all in the first place. They're ever to send somebody an offer, I think, somehow, isn't there?
Yes. Yeah, I think so. I think if they're at least watching.
That you can send generally to the watching people. But I don't think that person was watching.
Right. The AI stoginess is what christened in another county. I did what I could, but my only hope is to hide in the mountains.
Was this because it kept doing daft things to your leaders as you murdered armies?
No, it was because so the target, the defending side in this war was a single county count.
Yeah.
So the utterly critical thing was that he must maintain control over that county.
Yeah.
Lose that county and you've lost the war. Guess where none of their armies were?
Right, yes.
The Alliance had probably at least 10,000, maybe 20,000 troops at its disposal, and precisely 0 of them were in the target county.
Yeah.
I had 1,000 troops, which I could get to the target county.
But
actually, I intercepted the enemy army on its way to the target county, but they were never going to hold it, especially in plains.
Yes. Yes, you don't have any defensive advantage.
Nope. And it was a tribe, so pushing it over without there being an army there was trivial.
Yes.
So, yes. And the AI has done this twice now.
Ooh, I'm now known as the Confessor.
Oh, Garyphallia the Confessor.
I don't think I've had a Confessor before.
No.
It is, yes. Right, come on. Besiege faster.
So all of my plotting to gain territory by inheritance has failed.
Ooh!
I wanted to inherit it from a
Ooh! 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 I don't think I've got any mountain expert. And I do want to go fighting through the Himalayas, so mountain expert it is then. Hooray! That hasn't happened to me for approximately 1 billion years. Well, probably a bit less than that, given the actual length of time the game runs for. But feels like 1 billion years. I'd just like to point that out. I know that all my armies are suffering from attrition, but I figure that it's easier to let them suffer attrition than to do anything about it.
I feel that suffering from attrition should also damage the morale of the survivors.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem to, so Anyway, my plan here is to wait for the siege to finish and then go and try and meet some of these armies that are busy stoating around. Right, like you guys. So you're going to Cremona, are you? Right, where's Cremona? There's Cremona. Let's go to Cremona. Do I have anyone speedy in there to get you there? Nice and fast.
Changed his mind. Not going to Cremona anymore. It's a nasty place. It's full of Imperial troops. The problem with moving before the other guys are movement locked. You may be able to catch them in their current county now, of course.
Yeah.
Because they've just changed their destination and restarted the move from scratch.
Oh, hang on, that's mountains. I don't want you. I want... Oh, am I busy? Damn it, I think I'm in a fight somewhere. Oh well.
Well, at any moment you might come out of that battle, so you might want to work out where you're in the fight.
Oh, okay. I think it was there. I think
Yes,
I was a bit
so
demoralised.
now you might be able to withdraw yourself, or are you stuck retreating for...
Oh, that's a good question. I certainly can't put new people in there, but I can fish myself out of there. So there we go.
So their defensive advantage from being in mountains should be somewhat negated.
Yes. Well, it's fine. One of their flanks has gone already. Right. Okay. So, Mr. Bond. At this point, basically, it's with the entire defensive pact against me. It's actually very hard for battles to have any noticeable impact on the war score.
Yes.
Much more important is besieging. You need to besiege. Right, well, let's try chasing down the Emperor. I'm sure this will go just fine. Can I even put... I can't even get a new job for like 2 months. Okay. Right, well... could have been worse. Ooh, right, we are besieging things. 14 days, fine. Right, one child, Zori, my daughter. Wow, she's good. Let's see if we can get her a good matrilineal marriage. Well, let's marry her into the House of Denmark. I think that's good, generally. And let's assign her a guardian. Let's just briefly go and look at my offspring. So Trifon is coming out okay. So that suggests I've right, well. Let's generally be nice to people. So
Normandy is terrible too.
where's Pavia? There's Pavia. Okay. Okay. Go on a little trip over there, that'll be fine. So, anyway, you guys, how about assaulting Besançon for me? We need 8 days. We need 4 days. Yeah, well, I don't think you're going to get very far with that. Good old Byzantine Empire, or whatever. Roman Empire, yeah. Right, he loses the thing, he gains the whatnot. Right, let's do the army dismissal darts. Let's do the finding where army starts. Okay, so Mr. Bond. 39,000 troops. Okay. Right, we have dismissed all of our troops. Hooray, go us. Right. So let's let time tick for a little bit to cheer up some of my vassals, like Arl. Let's see also if we can imprison any despots, like the despot of Poland, say. Who's the despot of Poland? He is just the despot of Poland. Has he got any good pacts? No. Right. Excellent. Let's just find Poland. I'm sure it's around here somewhere. So Z. Right, that was accidentally completely the wrong thing to press. March you into there. Hopefully you'll be okay. If not, I can always raise Aquitaine, which is right next door. Right, now we can get back into state mode. I'm not having a white piece, get lost. I do have 44% war score already. I think because there was already a civil war or something going on. But, you know, what can I say? You're stoked. So, what are we besieging over there? I don't know, because there's a bloody bishop usurpation in the way. Okay, it's 6.5 fort. How unutterably dull. Right, well.
Right. While my handy command makes the sound work, playing there. I have to go to Hover Control, change the output away from analog stereo output, and then back to it again. It's on the right setting, but it doesn't work as I go away from it and back to it. Oh gee.
Okay, so there we are. Ooh, we found some friends. How exciting. Let's make people walk faster because it's quite boring. Ooh, excellent. Going for holy war for bits of new empire is always something we approve of. Oh dear, something's happened to my designated region. Viz. My designated region has snuffed. I've now put in a new designated regent, who is one of my courtiers, on the general grounds that that works best. So we have 86% war score, that's quite nice. Despot of Poland is discovering his territory is being nibbled away from under his feet. I don't think he's enjoying this much. Now that's dropped us down to 29% war score. How irksome.
Oh dear, what exciting thing just happened?
That was mostly, I think, him losing a county to one of my vassals.
Was it a county? And because it had been occupied, it counted against him
Yeah.
for war score. But once he no longer owned it, it didn't count against him.
Yes.
So now you have to occupy more of them yourself.
Yes. What are you besieging there? Oh, a nice 5.5 fort. That will go down nicely. Come on, finish besieging this goddamn fort. Cute. Okay, no, thank you, that's the wrong goddamn fort. That's the right goddamn fort. Right, no, you stay there and besiege that. You, on the other hand, go down there, fight them. And then... So, it's not military that I want. Of course, I can be doing is going through my list of prisoners and seeing if any of them could be converted into cash. And I should probably move my chaplain out to proselytise somewhere else, because he's plot revealed. It's very irksome. Right. So there is a couple of places left to besiege. Right. State. Spook. Right. Right, 86% more score. That's good. Let's just briefly see if the Despot of Arles will convert to... Oh, I can't ask him, I'm in the middle of a goddamn war. Should know that by now. Oh, I've got like 10 people out of prison. Guess some of the messages are going a pretty long way. Notionally from Middlesex all the way to... Right, I'm married at... Right, well, that's kind of his problem.
Yes. He's landed, so it's his job to get himself married now.
It is. Right, that's 92%. What are we besieging there? Right, 100% more score. Release the otter. Otter released. We won. Right, now. Evoke title. Kingdom of Poland. Right, Estonia. Hi, Estonia. How are you feeling today? Have Poland. Moving into Thuringia, that's at least guaranteed to be friendly. Right, anyway, Exarch of Arles, you say. Since I'm not at war anymore, let's see if we can get him to convert. Hooray, he will at least allegedly convert. Right, now don't let me stop until we've got his acknowledgement. Because basically I'm going to let time run for the time being. Okay, so the thing that now is stopping me from moving to primogeniture is that my vassals are fighting each other.
You have everything else, but
Yeah, but my vassals are fighting each other.
given that you control most of the known world, it may be hard to get them to stop.
Yes. So anyway, I'm going to let time tick and people, in particular the vassal levies raised penalty go down a bit while I go through and play the game called Let's Fettle My Vassals. White House Custodian. No Guardians of Deep. Master of Tides. Doof. Right, Serene Doge of England gets that. Stressed hard diet. Right, let's keep eating cos. Going on diets is so incredibly bad for your diplomacy for some reason. I assume because you're like pissed off all the time. Despot of Swabia gets to keep the dead. Okay, Castellan. Right, Serene Doge. Has serenely doged. Right. You get to proselytise in Mongolia. Let's just check technology. We are still a long way off getting anything worthwhile in any of the other domains. So I think it is time to zoom out. And zoom out a bit more. Yep, there we go. It is a pretty ludicrous empire now.
But the Holy Roman Empire and indeed the Byzantine Empire still exists.
And so does the Empire of Britannia and indeed the Mongol Empire, technically. So I think that's time to save and stop. I will just briefly check the ledger in case anyone other than the Holy Roman Empire Emperor is building things. But it's fine. I've sent my spy guy, not my spy guy, my diplomat guy to go and fake a claim on Petau, where the library is. So
Right.
we might not have it very long. Right. So let's save and quit. The year is 1438. Good night, stream.